Good evening. Jurors started their first full day of deliberations at 9 a.m. and they worked until 5. But tonight, no verdict. Now, to recap the case, Jeremy Christian admits to stabbing 3 men on a Portland Max train in 2017, killing 2 of them. He also admits to, right before the stabbings, launching an angry, racist rant at 2 black teen girls, one wearing a hijab. But Christian is using the insanity defense, pleading not guilty by reason of mental disease or defect. All that in mind, jurors have their hands full. Christian is facing 12 counts, including 2 of first-degree murder and 1 of attempted murder. On the murder charges, per Oregon law, all 12 jurors have to find him guilty to return a guilty verdict. If convicted, Jeremy Christian could get life in prison. Now, media has been told to be on standby for a verdict. Obviously, we were here all day doing just that. The jury will be back here at 9 a.m. tomorrow, and after that, a verdict could come anytime. We will be back here too and bring you updates throughout the day. Back to you.